Hello, welcome to our telehealth information video. I'm Garvin, and this video is on knowing the difference between and the crossovers of hay fever symptoms, asthma symptoms, and the coronavirus symptoms. So they can be confused as there is some overlap between the symptoms. So there are over 300,000 people in Ireland who have both asthma and hay fever. They should take precautions during this year's pollen season to avoid a potentially fatal asthma attack. The Asthma Society of Ireland recently launched its annual Hayfever Campaign for 304,000 people who have both asthma and hay fever in this country. The Asthma Society's Hayfever Campaign includes the Pollen Tracker, providing daily updates of pollen levels nationwide and also predictions of pollen levels for the following day. The Asthma Society is encouraging people with hay fever to visit the Pollen Tracker on their page asthma.ie and ensure their hay fever is well managed this summer. So unmanaged hay fever symptoms are capable of causing asthma symptoms to escalate into potentially serious asthma attack, which in some cases can be fatal. One person dies every week in Ireland from uncontrolled asthma. So people with asthma need to ensure their hay fever is well managed throughout the pollen season, which runs from now until the end of September. The Pollen Tracker on asthma.ie will allow people to recognise the days that require additional precautions for managing their hay fever. So during the current coronavirus pandemic, it is extremely important that people with asthma can distinguish between coronavirus and hay fever symptoms. The Asthma Society has been working with its medical advisory group to create a Know Your Symptoms chart, which will allow people with asthma and COPD to recognise if their symptoms point to hay fever or coronavirus. So this resource is available on their website, asthma.ie. So as we come into hay fever season, it is important to know the crossovers between hay fever, asthma and coronavirus symptoms. Some symptoms they have in common, but also to help differentiate symptoms between the three. Asthma Society have a graphic on their website, again asthma.ie, which clearly outlines what symptoms are strongly or occasionally associated with COVID-19, hay fever, asthma and COPD, to help support patients differentiate between the conditions. So common COVID-19 symptoms include feeling unwell, a temperature, shortness of breath, persistent cough. So the common symptoms of hay fever are itchy eyes, itchy throat, runny nose, loss of smell and loss of taste, which are symptoms of the start of the new coronavirus also, and can also be a symptom of hay fever. There are also noticeable differences between COVID-19 and hay fever symptoms. For example, the COVID-19 cough is persistent, while hay fever cough tends to occur at night time. Hay fever sufferers don't usually feel unwell or tired, but these are common symptoms of COVID-19. People with hay fever, although they have symptoms, they tend not to feel particularly unwell. When a patient has COVID-19, they are unwell, and they tend to feel flu-like aches, pains or chills in their body, which is not typical of hay fever. Many people have also identified tiredness as a feature of COVID-19. The tiredness that hay fever sufferers experience is related to patients taking certain antihistamines and not the COVID or the condition itself. So it's the antihistamines themselves can cause tiredness. So the hints and tips around hay fever and asthma management include, so every morning you check the pollen level predicted for the day and take appropriate preventative steps. So this is available on the asthma website, asthma.ie. Also, you can speak to our pharmacists here at Lynch's Pharmacy Douglas about putting a hay fever management plan in place, including medicines to help prevent or reduce symptoms. Inhaler technique is also very important to the proper management and control of asthma. You can visit mytelehealth.info for demonstration videos on the correct use of every type of inhaler. Also, some tips would be keep your windows and doors closed when the pollen count is high. Stay indoors as much as possible on high pollen days. Stay away from grassy areas, especially when the grass is freshly cut. Put Vaseline around your nostrils to trap pollen. Wear wraparound sunglasses to stop pollen getting into the eyes. Shower and wash your hair. Change your clothes if you have been outside for an extended period of time. And avoid drying clothes outdoors or shake them outdoors before bringing them in. And minimize contact with pets that have been outdoors and are likely to be carrying pollen. So if people with asthma or COPD have any questions in relation to symptoms they are experiencing, they can go online at www.mytelehealth.info and speak to our virtual pharmacist on the website, or call to Lynch's Pharmacy Douglas Cork, or ring 021 436 6923 if you have questions. So that brings this video to an end. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below or contact us through our website, mytelehealth.info, or call to us in the pharmacy in Douglas, or you can ring 436 6923 to find out more. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy and stay informed.